Welcome to the delights of English literature. Today we are going to learn about the Knight's Tale, which is one of the tales from Geoffrey Chaucer's Canterbury Tales. So what is exactly the Canterbury Tales? The Canterbury Tales is a collection of 24 stories told by pilgrims who are on their way to the shrine of Sir Thomas Becket, and it runs to over 17,000 lines written in Middle English by Geoffrey Chaucer between 1380s and 1400. There were about 30 pilgrims, including the narrator, ready to tell their stories on their way to the pilgrimage and their way back. The first story is told by a knight, and it's called The Knight's Tale. This tale is based on Boccaccio's Teseida. The tale starts with talking about a duke called Theseus, who was ruling the city of Athens. Once upon a time, the legendary Theseus, the Duke of Athens, had conquered the country of Amazon. He brings home their queen Hippolyta as his wife, and he also brings her younger sister Emily. One day, four women came to Theseus saying that their husbands were killed in the siege of city of Thebes, and their bodies were not given back to these wives. The bodies of these husbands were in the hold of Creon, the lord of Thebes, and he wouldn't allow to bury them. After hearing this, Duke Theseus marches to the city of Thebes and conquers the country easily. He gives back the bodies of the husbands back to the ladies, and while he was ready to go back to Athens, he saw two injured soldiers lying on the battlefield. He took these two injured soldiers of Thebes back to Athens and gave them a lifetime imprisonment and imprisoned them in the Athenian tower. The prisoners' names were Palamon and Arcite. Both of them were best friends and close cousins. Both live in prison tower for several years. One morning, Palamon wakes up and sees outside the window. He then spots a very beautiful woman named Emily, who is the sister-in-law of the king. So Emily is basically the sister of the queen. After Palamon sees Emily, he instantly falls in love with her. He screams so happily for seeing such a beautiful woman, and that wakes up sleeping Arcite. When Arcite looks out of the window, he also falls in love with Emily, who was so beautiful just as Palamon described her. Arcite confesses Palamon that he too loves her, which began a quarrel among both of them. They both argue over Emily, but at the end they decide that all of this is in vain because neither of them cannot leave the prison. One day, a duke named Perotheus came over to Athens, who was a friend to both Duke Theseus and Arcite. He petitions for Arcite's freedom. Theseus agrees on one condition, saying Arcite should never enter Athens again. Arcite is freed and returns to Thebes, but he was very miserable, sad, and jealous of Palamon, who can see Emily every day from the tower. But Palamon also becomes sad as he believes that Arcite will begin a battle against Athens, and after winning it, he will take away Emily to Thebes. The knight who was narrating the story asked the listeners on whose situation is worse. Is it Arcite's or Palamon's? Let's see what happens next. Arcite is lying in his bed peacefully, and that's when the messenger of God, Mercury, happens to come in his dream. The messenger of God, Mercury, tells Arcite that he should go back to Athens. Arcite was also happy to hear this news in his dream and was very happy to visit Athens and see Emily again. But he was scared because if Theseus gets to know, he will kill Arcite, as Arcite was banned from going back to Athens as per the condition put out by Theseus. So Arcite plans to go out disguised. He joins as a page in Emily's chamber and gives himself a name as Philostrate. He was close to Emily but was very scared to confess his love for her. He goes inside the woods and starts to lament about what he feels. The same day, Palamon escapes 7 years of imprisonment and runs through the woods. While he was running through the woods, he hears Arcite's lament. They both confront each other and again they start arguing over Emily. Arcite challenges Palamon for a fight the next day. The next day comes and they both fight terribly among themselves. Duke Theseus, who was out on a hunt, finds these two warriors attacking each other. The Duke separates both of them. Palamon reveals their identities and their love for Emily to Duke Theseus. He tells the Duke to decide their fate. The king, after hearing this, got very angry and planned to kill both of them. But the queen and Emily tells the Duke not to kill them, but to think of some other solution. The Duke then commands these two soldiers that there will be a tournament held 50 weeks from today, where both of them will fight against each other, and one who wins will win the hand of Emily. Time comes and Theseus prepares a huge stadium for everyone to watch. By its gate, he erects 3 temples to the gods, one for Venus, the goddess of love, one for Mars, the god of war, and one for Diana, the goddess of chastity. The Sunday before the tournament, Palamon visits the temple of Venus and prays to her in the night. He tells her of his desire for Emily and requests that she shall bring him victory in the name of love. At that moment, a sign appears and Palamon thinks it as a positive sign and he leaves. That dawn, Emily went to the temple of Diana. She prays to remain a virgin. She begs Diana to prevent the marriage, but an image of Diana appears and informs her that she must marry one of the soldiers. Arcite walks into the temple of Mars and begs the god of war for victory in the battle. Then the statue of Mars whispers victory. Arcite takes this as a positive sign and leaves. The next day, the tournament starts, and Arcite defeats Palamon by bringing the sword close to his neck. Theseus also tells that Arcite is the winner of the tournament. Watching this, the Venus cries in shame as Palamon didn't win. Seeing this, Venus's father Saturn tells Venus to wait and watch. Saturn, who is the father of Venus, commands the earth to cause a tremble. As per Saturn's request, the earth beneath Arcite shake, causing Arcite's horse to fall down on Arcite. The people around him were shook, but they took Arcite and tried to cure him, but their efforts were in vain. In Arcite's deathbed, he confesses his love towards Emily, but also reminds her that if she was to marry someone else, she should marry Palamon, who possessed the qualities of a worthy knight. Everyone was sad and mourning over the death of Arcite. Theseus' father, Aegeus, takes Theseus aside and consoles him. Theseus later consoles Emily and Palamon and convinces them to marry. At the end, Emily and Palamon marry and live a happy life after much grieving. Thank you for watching, and that's basically the Knight's Tale for all of you. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much.